And we're live. And I'm really excited today to be joined by Michelle, who is the founder and CEO of Don Jackson Craft Cannabis. Can you tell us a
Yay.
little bit more about that?
Hi. Yes. So I took over, it was an existing brand, and I took it over on May 7th of last year. So I am coming up to my 1 year of entrepreneur life and owning a business. And, when I bought the brand, we had 5 SKUs listed on the OCS. And as of this morning, I just launched a new SKU. We are at 14
Wow.
SKUs in
Wow. That's been a
Ontario.
busy year then.
It's been
That's
wild. I
amazing.
I
Yeah.
opened up Alberta, the Northwest Territories, Yukon, Nunavut, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, and I'm working on BC really, really, really hard. So hopefully
Right.
that'll come to fruition soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Hmm.
I guess the question people should be asking is where can't people find you? Because it sounds like you are in almost all of Canada at this point. And with such an increase in different products available on the market, that's really cool. That must have been a lot of work. And I'm sure you're very proud of what you're accomplishing.
Yeah,
But,
I'm exhausted. No, it's
and
great. It's
yeah,
great.
and like many entrepreneurs, you like to take on new challenges, and you are going to be a judge in the Ontario edition of So You Think You Can Cook with Cannabis. And I will be attending that event live. I'm really excited to be there and see the 6 competitors who will be competing. And I'm just curious, have you had judging experience before in a competition like this?
No, the only experience that I have in a competition is a dance competition because my daughter is a competitive dancer. Otherwise,
Right.
I have never, I just, I'm so excited though to, I guess, for lack of a better term, pop my judging cherry. I don't know. You
Right.
probably will have to take that out. This is what I
I
warned
don't
you.
know. Yeah.
I'm out. Beep. It's like,
The
ah,
listeners of Bite Me are a pretty chill crowd, so it's all good.
oh,
But
good.
yeah. So
I
you
hope.
are going to be on a panel with 2 other judges who have done, well, I at least know that Chef Ted, has done some judging before. I'm not sure about Chef Alfred yet, but what do you think you bring to the judging panel?
That's a great question. I got to meet both the other judges who are culinary geniuses. I mean, I eat good food and I love to cook, but not the way they do. So, I have a pretty big personality. I presume the reason why they want me on the panel to be the Paula of, American Idol, just the non-chef judge. So I'm going to look at it from eyes as a true consumer or a true customer, if you will. Not through the eyes and the lens of, well, that sauce wasn't properly, I don't even know the word oh man, I lost that word, but I was going to sound really smart.
Right.
So for me, it's just be creative, and I'm excited to taste the food. And I personally have a really hard time plating my dinners and lunches when I make them for the fam. So plating is important. I like to visualize like a beautiful plate, and how they're going to infuse the food. It's just, I think I'm just going to bring a personality to the panel, and eyes of a non-chef, if you
You know what?
will.
I think that's really valuable though, because a lot of people who will be watching this competition are probably in that same position, like myself.
Mm,
I love to cook. I cook with cannabis often, but I'm not a professional chef. And
mhm,
so, having somebody on the panel that is looking at it from, a more layman's kind of perspective, I think is really
mhm.
important because that's where probably most people are coming from. So,
Right. Like
yeah.
I can't even what's the word then? You'll know it when you have a sauce and you try to make it thicker. There's a word.
Uh, I should know it too, but I'm not a professional chef. So I don't know. You thicken the sauce.
Yeah, there's a
This is where I
word.
need to defer to the many chefs that I know that aren't handy right now, but yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah. I
It'll
mean,
come to us. I
yeah,
just
it'll
ah,
probably come to us when we're done this conversation, but do
right?
you
Oh,
have
oh, a reduction.
Oh,
Making
okay,
a
yes.
reduction.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry, had to do it. Making
Yeah,
a reduction.
right,
So I'm
right,
excited to see that part. Like, how are you going to infuse these? I'm sure they're going to be insane dishes. I had the pleasure of meeting some of the chefs as well, and they were so awesome and full of personality and really like into it and excited. So I'm stoked to see what they're going to present and how they're going to dose us and will it be the right dose and
right.
all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I've never cooked with cannabis. I eat cannabis all the
right,
time. I've never cooked with it. So
right.
I'm excited.
Okay. So there's 6 chefs who are competing for your approval, and it's gonna be in front of a live audience. Is there anything that you think a competitor might have to do? Like, what's the minimum that they'll need to bring to the proverbial table to get your respect as a judge?
Well, sorry, my phone was
Yeah.
ringing. Again, like I don't have the same expectations as the two other judges, right? So for me, if it's, elevated and plated properly and delicious, that's what I'm hoping they all bring to the table. Like I don't want to see just like, you know, a chicken leg and then a sauce that's on top, which is infused. Like, I want you to actually infuse the sauce that slow cooked the chicken leg, or like, I can't wait to see the creativity that they're going to bring. Just
Right,
listening to some of them speak when I was in person with them, I was like, how are they going to pull this off?
right.
So
Yeah,
it's going to
that's it.
be cool.
It's gonna be a challenge because I'm sure
Mhm.
all like you've mentioned, all of these chefs bring something to the table. They're all really talented. So how do you even go about, like, deciding which dish might be better than the other one? I mean
For me, it's just gonna be based off of course, taste, and how creative they got with the infusion, and if the dose felt right. That's how, and plating, of course, because I am
Mhm.
like in awe of people who can present, even if I try. So, and I have friends who are chefs and they've showed me tricks. No, it's one of the hardest things in the world to do is present your plate in a beautiful way of what you've cooked. Like it just doesn't happen for me, anyways. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see their presentation. I think they should, think outside of the box and not just present a plate. I want every plate to have a story, and I would love to hear them explain why, they chose to do X, Y, and Z, and why they're putting X first and Y second and Z last. Like, I just want it to make sense and have a story for their creativity as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all working hard putting together some really great menus. Is there any kind of cuisine that you yourself are really drawn to?
Yes, and I've made this very clear to everyone. Do not give me liver of any sort, or a pate, or a slimy thick texture. I won't be able to try it.
Right.
um I do love barbecue. I love meat. I love
Okay.
slow cooked, fast cooked, fried, I'm a carnivore. I love meat so much. I don't like cheesecake. I didn't tell anyone that. So I hope nobody does a cheesecake for dessert, but you know, I do, yeah, meat. I love meat so much. Like if I were to choose any sort of cuisine, it would just be barbecue. So
Well, that's kind of
hopefully
perfect because, I mean, the whole event's happening at the Joint
the joint.
Barbecue in
Yeah.
Whitby, which I haven't been to yet either, but it sounds incredible because I actually love barbecue as well. So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
love it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, my slow cooker, it's on right now. It
Oh,
is like
nice.
I throw in whatever I can in the morning, and by the evening, we are all just like, nah.
Right. And the house smells delicious and your tummy's rumbling. Yeah.
Well, it
Now,
definitely masks the weed smell because I am like packing
right.
samples and packages right now. My house
Yeah.
stinks.
Now you mentioned that you don't really cook with cannabis, but you eat cannabis. So you do like edibles. Is there anything that you're particularly drawn to in the edibles world?
Oh yeah, so AHA has the bottom of a drumstick as like a
Ooh.
rosin edible, and they are so outstanding. You can't taste the cannabis at all. That's a huge component for me. They're so delicious. I love that. Yeah, and texture is super important. And I don't like to take a bite of something and be like, "Oh, that tastes like I'm eating bud." I like it to, be
Yeah.
slightly there, fine, but other flavors. And I don't really love distillate infused anything. So, like those AHA ones are a live rosin, not live, just rosin. Oh my God, they're so good. Yeah, that's what I love.
Okay. Well, then you just gave the competitors a few more hints about what would score well with you because you just said no cannabis taste. Texture's a big thing for you, and you're not really into distillate. Now, I'm not sure what the chefs are going to be working with, but hopefully they can sort of at least meet some of this criteria for you.
Oof, like I would take a bite of what is that, a scone behind you? That looks
Oh,
that well, those are the Oreos. I would just love that. Like give me a chocolate chip homemade cookie ice cream sandwich, hands down, the
right.
best.
So are you
Mm.
more sweet or savory then?
Depends. Like for dessert, definitely sweet.
Yeah.
But in life, savory. Like I would choose chips over candy any day of the week.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So that might also be something that these competitors can factor in as well. Not that usually a main course is very sweet because obviously it's not, but this is a multi-course meal
Mm.
if I understand correctly. So they're going to have more than one opportunity to impress you. Are they incorporating beverages into this at all as well?
Oh, I don't know. I should
Okay.
maybe know that, but I don't. I don't know the answer to that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just
Yeah.
asking. I'm curious
Mm.
what your thoughts are on the cannabis beverages.
Yeah. They're great when they're great, right? So there's a couple brands that I love. They're not my go-to though. I prefer an edible
Right.
over a beverage, but I do like the iced tea version of the beverages, and oh, a root beer one, that's good.
Yeah.
A root beer float. Ooh, that could be a good idea. A root beer float with infused ice cream. Oh my God.
That would actually
Mm,
be really good. And I'm kind of
mm.
like you. I do love my edibles. Cannabis beverages do have their place, though. Sometimes I like to have some of those on hand for when I'm going out and hanging out with friends socially because I don't really
Mhm.
drink much these days. And that can really, fill in for what would normally be in my hand, which I really
Right.
appreciate. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
because when you drink, the next day is a disaster, and so
yeah,
is the day after. You're not
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. A lot of the
Cannabis.
times it is. The hangover hangs around for way too long these days. So I just
Oh,
avoid altogether.
me
Now,
too.
for someone who has never watched a cooking competition,
I've watched one, just not live. Like I
right?
watched Master Chef.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love Master Chef.
I've watched some on TV as well before. I've never attended a live cooking competition.
Mhm.
But what for the people who at home or who are attending the competition, what do you want them to understand about why this event is different from anything else that they've seen?
Well, number one, it's with cannabis. So I don't think anybody's really seen anything like this before, right? This
Mhm.
is going to be a very interesting, it's going to be a very interesting change, right? Like I have a feeling towards the end of the competition, when all of us have eaten our 27 dishes, we're gonna be like, oh, I mean, I know I am. That was great. I think it'll be non-conventional. I think it'll be super interesting. Because Master Chef, or So You Think You Can Cook, or whatever there is out there. Oh, I like that one where they have to like figure out which thing in the room is not a cake. Have you ever heard of that show? And they all like, there's like a chair, a desk, lighters, a pen.
No.
It's my kids love that show. That one is cool and unique. So I think with So You Think You Can Cook with Cannabis, the unique part is obviously going to be that we're cooking with cannabis. Um, and just, the different types of people that are going to be participating and judging. Like, I am not a chef, but the two other judges are. They own restaurants, they have experience. I don't. So I think that'll be kind of funny. It'll be comical. All the contestants, I'm sure have non-cannabis cooking experience and cannabis cooking experience. So it just adds that extra layer of uniqueness to have a
Right.
cannabis cooking show. Like it's so cool. I am
Yeah.
so happy to be a part of this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, I
Mhm.
think. And I can just imagine with the judges how much fun it's going to be with the competitors. And it will be really a question of how they hold up under the pressure, if you will. I mean,
Oof.
it's super fun, but it's also, they're competing. So there is that element. And like, what will that draw out of them, which will be really interesting to watch, I think. So,
Oh, I have a horrible gene of I don't know how to be mean to anybody. Like I
right,
can't do it. I don't like confrontation. It's really hard to be a CEO and have my personality, by the way. But for this
right.
kind of, and I also wear things on my face. So if something's
Yeah,
not good, it's not going to be fun for me, but that's going to be challenging to
yeah.
actually, if something which I'm hoping isn't true or the case at all, but hope that I like everything, because I'll be like, oh, and that's so mean. That's so
Right.
mean.
Right. It's tricky when you can't hide it on your face, even if the words are
Mhm.
saying something different. But when you're going into a competition, that's kind of something that you might expect as a competitor to have,
Oh.
you know, I don't know, maybe things don't always work out the way you hope they will
Mhm.
in the moment when it's live, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that'll be kind of fun to check out what
It,
happens.
and it's
Yeah.
like the excitement of like back, and they're all cooking and they have a certain amount of time, and all of that is so fun too. I love
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
just like put your best hat on, and or apron on, I should say, and give everything you have and stick within the timelines and the prepping that must be going into it's just so much work, and I can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the table, literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not long now. So just a couple more questions before we wrap up today. What right now is your go-to Dom Jackson product, I guess?
Oh,
What is it that you
uh,
reach for?
well, thank you for asking. I'm a woman of convenience,
Yeah.
so I have a 12 pack of my pre-rolls that are consistently, I buy them retail. I don't even buy them at the store. I mean, like from my processor. I'm really digging my banjo, as always, is a strain that I have. It's a sativa. It's so beautiful, super high in a CBG minor.
Mm.
So it's literally impossible to be in a bad mood on the banjo. Like worst day ever, 2 or 3 toads, and I'm like this, whatever. So that, I love my pre-rolls. Yeah, my banjo, my green Congo. I'm a sativa lover though. Like I'm a
Yeah. Yeah.
sativa lover.
Right.
So, but
Nice.
I'm getting into the dabbable concentrates more and more, because it
Mhm.
used to be like a monthly thing. But I've just launched sugar wax. which is the best because you can like literally infuse your own joints. You can
Oh,
infuse
cool.
your bong. You can, it just crumbles, or you can
Right.
dab it. So
Yeah.
I just launched a sativa. So I now have an indica and a sativa. So I've been dabbling more with my sugar wax, which is kind of cool. And then I have obviously my cold cure resin vape, which sits by my side at all times as well.
Right. So you're already always prepared. That sounds awesome.
Correct. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Now, finally, Michelle, what would surprise people about you?
Huh. I don't know. I kind of wear my life on my everything. What would surprise people about me? Well, I have raging ADHD, which wouldn't surprise people if they know
Right.
me. But with that, I don't know. What would, oh, you know what? I don't know if this would surprise anyone, but I'm super into roomie cards. I turned to
Okay.
my roomie card deck. I have tattoos all over my body based off of the messages my oracles bring to me. And I also, do that for my girlfriends and
Oh,
my
cool.
kids. And I'm super into the poetry of Rumi and the Rumi cards. They are
That's
really
really cool. I
helpful.
didn't know there were cards, to be completely
Mm.
honest, but I'm gonna have to look into that now. Because yeah,
Oh,
some of the poetry that I read is beautiful.
oh, Margaret, I
Yeah.
will bring my deck and give
Yes,
you a
please do.
reading.
Yes,
Ah,
because I just had a friend do a tarot reading for me, and it was, like, not
oh,
that long ago, and it was super cool, so,
oh,
yeah, I'm
good.
totally
Yeah.
into it. Yeah, that'd be
Ah,
awesome. Yeah.
cool.
All
So I
right.
guess,
Well,
yeah.
Michelle, I won't keep you any longer because I know you probably have a million things that you have to get done today, but I will see you at So You Think You Can Cook with Cannabis Ontario. I'm looking forward to it, and I think you're gonna be a great judge.
So you think you can cook, 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 cook. I'm excited. Thanks. I can't wait to meet you too.